Hi everybody, it's Sarah here. I know everybody has been waiting for me to post my reply after I've been back from False Creek. Lots of things have happened since I've come back. I seen my neurologist, I saw my GP, I saw my neurologist, I have my trip out west. I've been waiting because I'm still waiting to see how things will play out. I am from Ontario, so I had, a 5-hour plane flight, and I got out there, saw a really great doctor second day I was there. I was there for 3 days, so I saw a doctor the first day, and he referred me for the ultrasound and for the MRV, and they were both scheduled for the day following that, so I went. Everybody there was really professional. The ultrasound person was, I won't say negative, but skeptical, I think. He just sort of tells it like it is and is fairly skeptical of CCSVI, or at least that was my impression, and I could be totally wrong, so I don't want to step on anybody's toes, but I was a little surprised at that. And there were some issues. My jugular veins were constricted at the jawline, but then if I did a Valsalva move, which is like that, they would open. So obviously a balloon up there opening it wouldn't serve any purpose because, I can open them on my own kind of thing. There was an abnormality when I sat up in the left jugular, and I came home with a lot of pain. It was pretty rough in there on me, and I had deep pain, so who knows. There was a bottleneck. Now, veins are supposed to collapse when you sit up. All the blood drops down, and the veins collapse. Well, my veins stayed open like this. And so I went back later in the day, and I sort of said to him, don't you think that means that there's like a bottleneck, and suggestive that there's a blockage below that? It would make sense to me that there's a blockage below that, and that's why it's like this. And he said, well, we'll see what the MRV shows. I had the MRV, I came home, brought all my results with me, and as a chiropractic doctor, I've taken 4 years of looking at x-rays and I was tested on MRIs, and I certainly am not qualified to the level that they are qualified. I would even suggest I'm near qualified the way that the radiologists are. But I know my way around a little bit, enough to know sort of what I'm looking for. And I looked at my results, and on the ultrasound, I could certainly see the area of dilation. And I could correlate that with the view on my MRV, where on the left side, my jugular just kind of went down, and then it totally narrowed. And so I was really looking forward to getting a report about the MRV saying, wow, this is what we see, and in correlation with the ultrasound, this is what we see. Well, the radiologist who read the MRV isn't the radiologist who read the ultrasound, and it doesn't look like those two sides communicate. So nobody there looked at the ultrasound and the MRV together to see what they might mean. My opinion is, as a doctor myself, if I order a test for a patient, I'm going to take the responsibility for the ordering of that test, and I'm going to look at the test, and I'm going to look at the two test results together and see what they mean for my patient. That didn't happen. It didn't happen. I got the two reports. They said what they saw. They mentioned the abnormalities, but in every time they mentioned an abnormality, they said, but this could simply be an anomaly. Or, could be stenosis, could be nothing. So when I showed it to my GP, she goes, well, it could be nothing. Oh, I was frustrated. I actually took the bull by the horns, and I called the radiologist who reported the MRV, and I said, bring up this image and let's discuss it, please. And we did. He said, yeah, it's definitely narrower than the other side. It's definitely, it's narrower at the bottom. Is that stenosis? I don't know. He said they have to be really careful about what they comment on because it's so early in the research. And at that, I just about lost my mind. He suggested I get a venogram. My doctor said, and so did my neurologist, there's no way in hell I'm getting a venogram. It's risky, and they don't do the surgery in Ontario or Canada anyways, so there's no point. So I've come up against a brick wall. So I wrote all this, my experience on This Is MS, on the forum. I talked about it in depth, and I actually wrote the medical director of False Creek, and he got back to me, and he said that the doctor there is going to look at both of my tests together. Dr.Simka from India has been there at False Creek, I guess last week, and trained everybody. Now, I didn't know, and that's just my naivety, and they didn't indicate over the phone that Simka was coming, and they didn't know the exact protocol when I was there getting tested on February the 9th. Should they have been doing the testing before they got the specific training? It's a personal opinion. I probably say no, because now I wonder if my results would have been different if I'd gone now. So they're going to look at the tests again now that they've got the education and see what they say to me. But my experience there was professional. Everybody was nice. It was a very professional setting, and I don't really know if I feel like it wasn't necessarily informed consent on my part to go out there, because I assumed if you're doing the tests, you know what you're doing, you know what to look for. That's naivety on my part, I suppose. So we'll see how this plays out, and I'll certainly let you know, but that's why I've hesitated. I've been in a snit ever since I got back. I've been upset and disappointed, and I saw my own neurologist, and I've really gone up on the disability scale. I really had a crappy visit with my neurologist. I haven't been to work since October, and that has been hell for me because I'm a type A personality, and not only have I lost my practice because of this god-awful disease, but now I've lost my career where I was working, and at least for now, and I'm a bit devastated because I just sit here at the walls that drive me nuts, that need painting, that I can't paint because I can't do much. I still have somebody helping me with my activities of daily living. So I have just been in a real funk. I'd like to be funk free. I'm waiting for that to happen. It will. I'll bounce back. I'm a Tigger. I bounce. But I wanted to let you know, and I'll certainly let you know how it plays out, okay? Thanks, everybody, and thanks for your interest, and I'm sorry it took so long, but I have been in a hell of a funk. I'll talk to you later, okay? Bye.